Alright folks, here's our OBD code P0499. This is an Evap vent valve, which is right underneath here, underneath the frame on the driver's side on this neon. Alright, I'm going to try to get to it. It's a little rough in there, so I'm just going to show you something here to try to get it off. See those two hoses right here? It's actually a one-piece hose. This is a molded together. So what I did here was I took my little long screwdriver and I worked my way around the bottom one and the top one. Remember, you don't want to manhandle it and whatever and butch it out, because then you're gonna have a problem with it. All right, so I pushed it up out of the way, and now I can get that. Mamma mia! I can get this out of the way a little bit. There you go. It's got one connection up there, and it's got a clip holding on to that bracket, which is like rotted to death. There's one screw in there. It looks like a 10mm. Otherwise, if you look at the new one, they say if I can push this tab, okay, see that little tab right here? I might be able to just slide it out and then unplug it. So we're gonna see. Let me show you what the new one looks like. This one I bought it from Rock Auto, made by Wells. Wells makes a lot of things. They're pretty good. Never had a problem with them. But this is what the sounder looks like. All right. That's what it looks like upstairs. Got the two hoses here. Got the one plug here. And this here looks like it slides onto a bracket with this locking tab. According to this thing, what it looks like is, I believe if I can get my hand in there and push this tab like this to the left, this should slide. But then again, the bracket is rusted to death, so I don't think it's going to be sliding too well. But we're going to see. I'm going to see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if the freaking bracket just falls apart in my hands, and then we'll have to wire tie this up out of the way. But, alright. I'm going to get to it. I'm going to try to piece it in pieces because I need two hands. Don't have anybody to hold my camera today. Alright, so that's it. Got it from Rock Auto. Forgot how much. It was less than $30. Shipping is the killer. Alright, but that's the part number 2N1064 for an 03 Neon with a 2.0. Alright, so I'm going to try to get it. Like I said, you can either get it from here. If I pull the wheel off, might be able to squeeze it in here somehow. All right, so right there, there's the bracket. I'm going to try to get my hand in this little area here and see if I can try to squeeze that tab and push it out. Of course, I'm going to get dirty, so I'm going to go get my long sleeve sweatshirt. All right, no sense working dirty. Okay, might as well work clean. All right, I'm going to try it. All right, I'm going to show you how I got this off this bracket over here right now. It's still hanging right now. Okay, that little tab. I want to show you on the new one. Okay. What I did here on the new one was, or the old one, the way it sits up there like that. Okay, I took a long screwdriver, I put it behind here. Okay, so I can pull it or push it this way. I took another screwdriver. I could use a longer one. I take this and I push this tab in over here. So at the same time I'm pushing the tab, which in turn moves this in away from the lock, I use the big screwdriver. You can use the pry bar, I guess you want, and try to wiggle it and shake it and get it to come out. So I got it to come out. It's hanging right now in there. I'm going to try to figure out how to get it out of there and unplug it. Right, there's a little bugger right there. I'll probably get it through the wheel well, because it looks like I got enough wire to get it. So I'm going to come back around. Oh, watch my head. Alright, try to find it up in there. There it is right there. I released it off the bracket. Okay, you see how rusted it is? So I'm going to try to grab that and pull it down a little bit. See if I can do that. Yeah, I can't do it with this hand. Alright, I gotta put this camera down. Peter. Got it to come down with my right hand. It's hard to freaking get in there because you don't know what you're grabbing. It's hard to see, but listen, I got it off the bracket. This is as far as I can get it out. So I'm going to try to turn it around here, get it to unplug, and then I'm going to try to get the other plug in there with the new one and then stick it back in the same hole. Okay, as you can tell, it's all fat there. But basically, yeah, this is how this little bugger is going to come out. I'm going to finagle it, turn it around. Damn rack and pinion. Everything. Oh, there you go. Turn it this way. So I can remember that. When it goes back in, it's going to have to go this way and then turn this way and then slide a little bucket in there. Alright, so check the wiring. The wiring looks good. Doesn't look like it's cracked or anything like that. I'm going to unplug this here. Of course, with my left hand. Da, da, da. No. Alright. Well, can't do it. I'm going to use two hands. Alright, push that little tab right there. Okay, this connector should come out. Look at it, make sure it's nice and clean. I'm going to put the new one in and plug it just the way it is. There you go. Believe me, that plug was not coming off. Look at the dirt on there. Alright. I resisted myself with sticking a screwdriver in there and popping it up. I didn't want to ruin the plastic connector. But yeah, if you can get a little plastic little screwdriver in here and just pry it up while you're pressing this tab, yeah, go and do it. Otherwise, yeah, I don't want to break this piece. Nice little, working with it, two hands, wiggle, wiggle, comes right out. All right, so the new one's going to go in there in the exact same position. Then we're going to plug it up. All right, connector looks nice and clean in there. Oh, don't turn on me. And that's what shot spot work with a camera. One hand. All right, whatever. Got to plug it in. There you go. Plugged it in. Oh my God. All right. Now let's stick it back in. Like I said, we'll go back the same way. The plug was standing straight up. That's how it's going to go in there. Now I'm going to finagle it so that that piece sits on that bracket all the way over there. All right. So I'm going to do it that way. I'll put it down again until it's already in. All right. So just basically just going to finagle it, turn it, okay, because this faces the bottom. And I'm going to slide it right onto the bracket. Should be fun. Alright. The way I had to get this in was, I stuck my hand through the front of the strut, up, over, around this frame. Then I was able to line up that rusty plate and screw that in there. Okay, these are the hoses that I'm going to have to connect. Back here. Got the wire harness that was on top. What happened was that the harness was fighting the hose. The hose has to go below the harness. Yeah, a lot of fun. But yeah, one arm has to go around to the front, and the other hand is going to have to go through the front here to guide it. That's the way you have to do it. All right, so I'm up to the hoses now. As far as my fingers can go. So I'm going to stick my hand in this way and see if I can line up that hose. There's two of them. They're going together. You gotta do it by feel because I don't see the other hose in there. Oh, all right. Let's see what we do. All right. A little finagling. So you get my fingers back here to get to the hose. Push it on. Alright, that's it. Good to go. Was the bracket rotted? Yeah, the bottom was rotted over here for maybe a 1/4 of an inch, but the top part of it was good. Then once you got in and grabbed the other part of the bracket, it's good. Look, it ain't going nowhere. That's it. There's that purge solenoid on a neon. You're done. All right, clear the codes, and it should be good. All right. Thanks for watching. Time to put the tire back on. Ciao. By the way, the scissor lift is not tall enough for you to go under, so I just have to lower it down a little bit and work on the knees to try to get up there. All right. Thanks for watching. Ciao.